question that 70,000 strong ask before every game at Caesars Superdome. Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? And in a few moments, we're gonna see a team trying to provide an answer here in New Orleans. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC. It's the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And here we go from New Orleans. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
You know, one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kate, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure. Every guy that's drafted can make every throw. But how special are those throws? How much accuracy? How much zip? When it comes to Spencer Rattler, dude's got a live arm. It isn't the arm or the skill set that saw him fall to the 5th round. It was some of the ups and downs in college. And when given a chance and the right supporting cast, he does have elite arm talent.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Another run for Kamara. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Gonna keep this one and go. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're gonna have 4th down coming up. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Running for it, Kamara. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Well, a blitz on 4th down is a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. I know you covered him for a long time in Seattle, a 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, Wilson a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now Wilson on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
And the Giants' first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be second down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Russ is cooking again. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
The Saints add a fifth defensive back here. Third down coming up. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on third down to execute. But with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
The kick by Gano is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Gano ready to send this away. Valus Jones now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Saints to the line now, first and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. From the 24. He keeps it and takes off. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a third down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Ridler's hit, the ball's out. And it's picked out by the Giants. And New York takes it back for a touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Giants go up 10-zip here in the first.
Saints nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Shaheed now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the Saints offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36. Pistol give to Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Kamara. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
From the gun, Rattler finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
From the 41. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap to Rattler. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Give on second to Kamara. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Throwing this back in the end zone. This to the back of the end zone. Oh, but he ran out of room. Incomplete.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Xavier Gibson now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
That's interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. On 1st down, it's Wilson. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's He's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
New York.
You want to nerd out at the end of the year with me, Kate? We'll go back and look at the amount of time per completion in the league. The best of them are around 2.2 seconds. The guys that hold on to the longest, they're somewhere around 2.6 seconds. You give your quarterback that kind of eternity to throw, they'll find a completion.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
New York.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Russ now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Giants will have a first down.
First down, Giants.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It's a 10-3 ball game. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 16.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Wilson now from the gun. Pass brought in by Slayton. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 13-point lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants double their lead to 14.
17. Saints 3.
Gano ready to send this away. Shaheed now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Saints come marching onto the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Screen here for Kamara. Space past the 35. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That's good for us.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Now Rattler on the play fake. They get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Rattler back to throw. He spins right by him. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
To Brandon Cooks. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And the Giants going nickel. 3rd down coming. Pistol snap to Rattler. He lofts it deep left. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Start on the ground here. Tracy gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Justin Reed with the tackle.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Tracy once more. Dukes out of one stop. He's going to have them up to that 23. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They go right back to Tracy. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
On play action now, Wilson. Searches from the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Rush coming for Wilson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. We'll start things off with a run by Kamara. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43.
It's a gain of 18.
They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Saints first down.
Hey, look,
First and
any
10
run
the
of this size is
28-yard
going to
line.
wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Kamara gets it on the draw. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
Tackle made by Bobby
You know, that's a good run
Bowyer.
right there. Keep the offense
8
on
yards
schedule.
on the
If he can
pickup.
average that
Brings
type
up
of
second
yards per
and
carry,
2
this guy's
at
going to
the
be more
20-yard
than
line.
all right with letting him lead the show.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Kamara running out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a one-score game in the first half. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
17. Saints 10. Blake Groupie.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. Jukes one defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense all set to get started. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. A handoff to Tracy. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 27. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Giants first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Play action. It's Wilson. Hits him on the out route. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. It's the Giants. With it, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
The tackle made back
Hey,
at the
range?
24-yard line.
Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Now that's not what the offense style about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Third and long for him here. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up fourth and long.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it to the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out.
12-yard line.
The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Now Rattler. Gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
21-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running behind center with Kamara. Room to work at the 35. He's all the way up to the 41. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
47-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the 47. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for Taysom Hill.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Rattler to the air now. It's on target to Johnson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone.
It's a gain of...
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Robinson sent in motion left. Here's Tracy on first down. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
First down, New York.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
Demario Davis on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down at the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. Throwing deep for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Tracy has the New York touchdown. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14.
Saints 10.
Gano ready to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return.
The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field.
At their own
Their work
26-yard
really
line.
cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Rattler. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. And he caught by his back, Kamara. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him 13 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Olave on the slant. Down to the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start the second half with some needed points. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Giants 24, Saints 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. 1st down, here's Russ. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. On the handoff, this is Tracy. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Wilson now from the gun. Looking for a target. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. From the gun, Rattler finds him over the middle. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Finding Johnson once more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down.
A gain of 34 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Rattler back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
It's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team, and Blake Grupe made his first one. This is a little over 40. Grupe sends it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Gibson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. New York to the line. 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. We're going to take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Russ now from the gun. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And he almost took it from turnover to 1st down. Just a little bit shy of reaching that marker. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are...
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Quick throw is caught. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Keeping it on an option to the right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Rattler now off the play action. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Rattler trying again on 2nd. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 3rd down, here's Rattler. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Now here comes the New York offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll start this series with an option left. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Go left side with Tracy. 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Here's 2nd and 14. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
It's 3rd down and 14.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now here's Russ. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle.
So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The New Orleans offense set to go now. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Now Rattler on the play fake. Has a man on target to Johnson. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a 31-yard play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Motioning the tight end left. They go play action on first. It's into the hands of Mataval. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
18. That's good for us Saints.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Kamara. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Another run for Kamara. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Running for it, Kamara. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
1st and 10.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2, and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Now it's Miller. Escapes a defender. That play good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Saints first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
And he drives this forward to the 6.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here's second and goal from the 6. Rattler to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So they'll be left with third and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's fourth and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Incomplete.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Let's start on the ground here. Tracy can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Saints calling for a timeout, so that's first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
At the 6-yard line.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Robinson in motion right. He's back to throw. Pass brought in by Slayton. And this gets them well away from danger as he is out past their 20. The Saints call their third and final timeout.
First down.
And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll motion Slayton left. Now Wilson on the play fake. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now lead by 10.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants drive their lead to 11.
31, Saints 20. Graham Gano to kick
Gano
off
ready
for
to
New
send
York.
this away. Shaheed now to return. Juke the defender. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Intended for Rashid
One of the rare
Shaheed.
instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage. Versus zone, it's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Complete.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, with those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd and 4 coming up now. To throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that puts this offense in a very tough situation now on 4th down.
6-yard loss.
This dude,
It's 4th down.
this dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there.
10 yards.
That's a gain of 10, and
Saints,
staring at a turnover
first
on
down.
downs. Brock, they pick up the first instead.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Throwing the out route complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
2nd and 1. Trying to push it deep downfield. Catch is made in close. And he's going to be chased down about a step before that goal line. Well, Brock, wouldn't have affected the outcome, but what an effort defensively all the way to the end as this game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New Orleans.